Today we explore a standing back balance, starting with a leg wrap. So you can get yourself to a standing position. I'm choosing a pullover and I'm sliding down into my knee pits to stand up. Once we get to standing, what I want to do today is face the opposite side fabric. So I'm going to extend my right leg out in front and I'm going to get the fabric on the back side of my body, the right side fabric on the back side of my body. I'm going to use that right leg to wrap over the opposite side fabric. So I wrap once and press my middle foot into it, drop my left leg down, and before I go anywhere, I make sure that my left arm is behind the opposite fabric. Ultimately, torso on one side, legs on the other. So you can see I'm playing with the idea of creating a split, and then when I'm ready, put my hands up and I just place that free foot onto the fabric, put pressure into that side, and unwrap my leg. Once again, this time back is already on the fabric, left foot pressing in, right leg wrapping around. Notice I'm turned out, my toes are pointing away, my heels toward the left foot, and I'm making sure that that left arm made it behind to the opposite side of the fabric or opposite my leg. Find that back balance. I can find the knee hook. Ooh, yay, strata. Good stuff. Ooh, on this one, I'm just making sure that my hand grabs just above my hip so I can get myself out of there. And I was using my foot to maybe slide the fabric down, but I don't want to step on top of my other foot. I want to step into the free space, the available piece of the sling. Switching sides. Left leg wrapping around. My left hand is reaching that far side fabric. So left foot, left arm reaching back behind. So the fabric is at armpit. Slide my hips forward. And there's my back balance. Weird angle, I know. I can open up that straddle into a knee hook. And then if you want to, climbing over the knee doesn't get you very far unless you reach across the other side. So this angle you can't tell, but I pressed into a stag and then I pointed my left foot so I could get myself out of there. Confusing things to be done at a different time, I guess. Let's get back to standing, pressing the right foot into the fabric and bring your right arm forward. Then left leg wraps around, turned out from the hip. From here, your right arm swoops up and behind to the opposite side of the fabric, and then you slide your hips forward. So squeeze the tushy, point the toe to help you get down, and then find your back balance or whatever shape you want to do from there. To get up, you can just grab both sides and then step into the fabric with your right foot. Let's add a little spin, and then I'm going to show an exciting way because you don't have to switch your hands. So if you keep the pressure onto the right side body, so I'm going to hold higher than my head on the right side, use my left hand to press out so I can see that fabric. My left leg's going to go from the back and wrap around, turned out. You just sink your hips forward and you can easily find that back balance shape. You didn't have to swoop the arms around. You didn't have to do anything different. Isn't that exciting? So yay! To get out, just to come to standing, go ahead and walk your hands up the free side fabric. You're going to have to lean back and maybe lift your leg up and back, depending on flexibility, and easily come back to standing. Here we are where we started, pressing into the right foot, leaning into the right side. Left leg wrapping around the fabric, right arm stays where it is, so you find the armpit. Using your left hand, if you want to press that far side fabric closer to the ankle, which is what I did. I'm currently going to a knee hook. I'm going to open to a straddle. You might not want to do a split rotation in this because it would feel a little bit too slippery, in my opinion, and tend to slide out. But if you want to climb up above, you can do that. I like climbing up the free side fabric. I'm crocheting my leg. If I'm flexible, I can rotate into that split and make it super beautiful. And I'm gonna make it this beautiful, which is not quite as flexible, and that is okay. So again, to get out, if you want to come back to standing directly, you lean back, let the foot out. I would suggest going into a hip lock or a hip key if you wanted another option. And there you have it. I'm Jen, Suspended Fluidity.